Hey everyone, it's Living Dead Gal and welcome back to another Sims 4 video. Today we're doing something a little bit different than my usual. Not a let's play, but actually a current household because I wanted to show you guys some Sims that I have been playing with in my off-camera, just personal time, just having fun with the game and with some mods. I know it's been a while since I have posted. I'm so sorry for the longer break. I'm gonna kind of give you a few updates on the channel and explain why I was gone for so long. If you are not interested in that, and if you're new to the channel and you just want to dive into the current household stuff, I will put a timestamp marker so that you can go ahead and skip to that portion without all the updates. I'll also drop it in the chapters of the video. So to kind of let you know what's been going on with me, there's just been a couple of hardships that myself and my partner have been facing in our lives recently, and it's triggered like a little bit of mental health stuff with me. To be open and honest with you guys, I've struggled with depression for a good part of my life, and sometimes it is totally fine. I can deal with it, like it's just part of everyday life, it's normal, it's not that big of a deal. But other times it can feel really debilitating, and I don't really expect this to make a whole lot of sense to most people, but for me, when I get into a bad state of depression, it feels like I have to use every ounce of energy within me to just get up, sign on for work, complete my work so that I can pay my bills and survive. It sounds silly, but it really does make it hard for me to have any energy left to do anything else. So a lot of the stress that I've been going through personally kind of threw me back into a really bad wave of depression. I kind of spiraled a little bit, and as much as I wanted to record content, I just couldn't. I didn't really feel like myself, and I didn't feel ready to be on camera. I was also battling a lot of insecurities about myself, my appearance, my content quality, just me in general. So it was hard to record and be on camera and be like who I feel like is myself, because I didn't feel like me. And I kind of hit a low point last week, but I'm working my way out of it. Usually when I hit like the lowest of the low is when I kind of bounce back. It's sort of a process that I'm used to at this point. And so I decided to, work to pull myself out of it. I'm working on some things to balance my life and deal with stress better. One of those things is actually coming back to the channel and making content for you guys, because it is my happy place. It's my creative outlet. It is also a good mental health outlet for me as well. Sorry to get so deeply personal, but I did want to kind of explain I'm back. And I also wanted to explain, in case anyone else is struggling with that, know that you're not alone. I don't always have the best advice. I don't always do the right thing in these situations for myself, but I'm working on that. And so if you're struggling with anything similar, just know that other people are too. So that's why I wanted to share that with you guys and get kind of personal, more personal than I usually get. I don't usually talk about that stuff. Anyway, that said, I am back. I am hoping not to have to take any more extended breaks like that. You never know, in the future things happen, but I'm really working to try to change things so that when that happens again to me, I can still function a little bit better than I've been functioning the past couple months. I am planning on picking back up with all of my series, both new and old. It's really just a matter of me finding a schedule that's going to work the best for me. I want to bring you guys content consistently on a weekly basis, and I don't want you to have to wait 1 to 2 months in between episodes. So I just need to figure out the right schedule for my Let's Plays, but I will let you guys know once I kind of have that sorted. Trust me, I know it's not fun waiting. I have literally been waiting for season 3 of Bridgerton for over a year now. Thank goodness we have Queen Charlotte, because I'm dying. So I know it sucks when you have something you enjoy watching and you're having to wait in between, long breaks, and it can make you lose interest. So I totally get that, but I'll kind of let you know what the ultimate plan will be going forward. I've also got some new content ideas that I want to weave in. Like, I really miss doing some cast videos and all the old stuff that I used to kind of do mixed in with my Let's Plays. So that's pretty much the update on me and on my channel. I don't have an exact schedule right now, like I said, but I am going to keep you guys posted each week just in the community tab as to what's coming for that week. One last thing before we dive into the current household, I do have a really exciting announcement, an unexpected announcement that actually came at the perfect time as I was really trying to work on coming back to content creation. I was recently accepted into the EA Creator Network program. I'm shocked, I'm excited, and I'm also kind of nervous about it. But more than anything, really, I'm just looking forward to having that opportunity because it's going to give me some options to bring even more fresh content to you guys. So I'm really, really excited about that. Now that I have completely overshared with you guys, let's actually get into the Sims stuff. So this is my current household. This is a save that I play on my gaming laptop. So I've got that set up here in front of my PC. When I was feeling kind of down and I was on my break, video games were still a nice way to escape in, you know, the evening time when I did have some downtime. It was kind of a nice comfort for me. I just didn't have the energy to record, but I did have the energy to play. So I wanted to make some Sims that I could play for myself because I didn't want to play any of my Let's Play Sims because I didn't want to do anything that you guys would end up missing. I really, really enjoyed playing some Sims for myself and kind of doing some things a little bit differently than what I do on my channel. You know that I'm normally an alpha girly with hair, at least. It just tends to fit the style and the looks of my Sims a little bit better. Since I'm playing on my laptop, I can tell you ever since I upgraded to my PC, my mods and CC folder has way outgrown what is capable on my laptop. So I wanted to actually play with Maxis Match hair for my Sims to have a little bit of a lighter workload on my laptop for the CC and having to run all of that. And also, let's be honest, all of the really, really pretty G shades only really work nicely with Maxis Match hair. As far as like the shadows and stuff, there's beautiful G shade presets that you can use without the hair, but like some of the really cool ones that I've been seeing with all the pretty shadowing, it just doesn't work for alpha hair. I have to kind of adapt the presets. So I wanted to just have a little bit of fun and try something a little bit new. No, I am not changing my style for my channel or anything. I'm more of expanding it. So I did find a lot of really cool hair, stuff that I liked that surprisingly did work with my style of Sims. You can see they're still kind of like dripping from head to toe in Alpha CC. They still look very alpha in my opinion. I do think, you know, in kind of downloading some of these hairs and stuff, I might add them to my PC, and occasionally, you know, you'll see some cast videos or some short, you know, gameplay videos where I do use that Maxis Match hair and mix it up. Maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe I should just stick with one aesthetic on my channel, but I don't want to. I want to play around and have fun with what I want to have fun with, and you can design your Sims however you want, and that's what I'm going to do. So anyway, these two, let's actually get into them. So this is Aimee Cook and this is Aiden Hart. They are roommates. So this is sort of a save I'm playing where they are roommates in this really, really big apartment in San Myshuno. Let me actually show you guys. So this is from the Lost in Sophie save file. This is one of the apartments that they had kind of like redesigned. So I can't remember which of the buildings I'm in, but it's a huge apartment. So it's done kind of in that, it was like the industrial build kit, whatever that industrial build kit was, where it's kind of like refurbished warehouses. That was kind of the style of the build. I think this build is gorgeous, so I can take absolutely no credit for any of the decor or anything. This was all built by the creator of the Lost in Sophie save file. The only thing I did was just like decorate this bedroom for Aimee, because the rest of it I think was pretty much like perfect and exactly what I was looking for these two. The story is, my backstory is that Aiden here had this apartment, and because of a change he made in his career, he was formerly in the marketing field and had a very successful career there, made lots of money. That's why he has this huge apartment, which also includes all of this empty space over here. This is all of this area that he doesn't really know what to do with yet. It's just been a big open area because I think the idea is that it's like a refurbished like warehouse with like room to grow. He kind of was experiencing a lot of burnout and he wanted to pursue his true passions, which is cooking and making food, selling food, just everything food related. He is a foodie. So actually one of the things that I have been doing, I know this is strange, I have actually had him do a little bit of the food sales with Home Chef Hustle over here, like in this sort of like empty warehouse area. It seems really weird, but the idea is like he makes waffles and then other like residents of the apartment come there to like, you know, buy food and stuff late at night. Like I've heard of people doing that, like even in like college dorms, like they start pizza businesses out of their college dorm. So I thought that was cool. You might notice they're both very flirty. I will say, so I play with very different mods in my personal save and I switch that out sometimes. So in my Let's Plays, I'm very wholesome, and it's not that that's not how I play the game. It's just I'm a 34-year-old woman and I enjoy some spicy mods from time to time. I'll swap it out. And so there's a few things I might like have to just not show you guys because they're add-ons with the popular mod. I'm sure you guys know what it is. I am using streamer mode though, so don't worry. There's a few moodlets and things I can't show you guys, and like traits and add-ons and attributes, so I'm gonna try my best. So my basic like concept with them, like what I did in setting these two up in a household, I already kind of had backstories in my head and everything planned. I wanted two people who would end up being roommates and then kind of be attracted to each other and then end up like catching feelings for each other. Drama ensues. Very typical, very tropey, very like, you know, stereotypical rom-com. But honestly, there are not many good rom-coms anymore, so I just have to make them for myself in Sims. So that is kind of what I'm doing here. This is just my personal gameplay for fun, so that's why it's kind of, you know, not necessarily an original storyline. Let's actually hop into cast, and I'll kind of give you a little bit more in their backstory. So I am in cast with them now. So this is Aimee, guys. So I started by making her, and I fell in love with her. As I made her was when I kind of came up with, you know, who I thought she was, like what her storyline would be, and then that sparked an idea, and that's why I also made Aiden. I had a lot of fun with her. You know, again, I was just playing around with some Maxis Match hair. I just downloaded a bunch of stuff. So this is a hair by Daze Sims, and I liked it because I was able to add accessories. So she actually has like the highlights, the red highlights, and then like the red orange ombre are two separate accessories. And the hair actually comes with dark roots. You can also get it without. So I just had a lot of fun styling her. You know, everything else is kind of typical standard stuff that I use. I gave her a lot of fun outfits. I love this one. I think it's so cute. I definitely went for more of like an alt style with her. I think I gave her like 4 outfits. I like kind of have been slowly giving her more outfits. You know, normally when I do create sim videos and stuff for my Let's Plays, I do all 5 outfits in all 5 categories for everybody. This one I've just slowly been adding outfits as I play because I was really anxious to get in and play. I'll show you her formal wear. I love this little dress. And this is her other, I love this formal wear. I think this is so cool. Like, I don't know. I just want to do like fun photo shoots and stuff with her. Aimee is, she's actually, one of her traits is she is an egghead, and this is a custom trait. So these Sims are very focused but can get stuck in their own head. So she's very, I wanted something that was like that she's very intelligent, but I didn't want to do like the base game genius one. I wanted like intelligent and sometimes gets in her own head to where it comes off as like stuck up to other people, but she's not actually stuck up. This is just her athletic wear. So my idea for her, so she's sort of an egghead. She is a hacker. She is a gamer. She is an overachiever, and she's self-assured. She's very confident in herself. She wants to be a computer whiz, which gives her the quick learner trait. So my idea for her is that she has a very specific idea of how she wants things to go in her life. And she has kind of given up. So these are her sleepwear outfits. She's kind of given up on love and relationships. She had 2 serious relationships that failed because her partners actually cheated on her. So she is not really interested in a relationship right now. And she actually has, I'll show you, a preference for non-exclusive relationships because of that experience. She's kind of like, and, you know, maybe love isn't really for me. She's focused on her programmer career. She is a freelancer, but she's kind of focused on that. So she is not really interested in relationships. She is more interested in flings, casual stuff, because she still has needs, but she's just not really interested in a relationship at this time. The reason that she has ended up being Aiden's roommate is her past relationship. She had to move out of her ex's place. He's one of the exes who cheated on her. And so she needed to find a place fast. She found an ad online, and it was for a room in a large apartment, which you guys saw in San Myshuno, and she immediately contacted the guy being Aiden. And this is my guy, Aiden here. So this is his sort of everyday look. So Aiden is a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun with his character and kind of who I think he is. I've definitely gone in and like changed and tweaked their traits a lot as I kind of changed my mind about their personalities. which is kind of the fun thing about just your own personal save versus a Let's Play. I like to have it set in stone before I start recording. As far as Aiden goes, and sorry, I have lots of like notes on them because I just took everything that was in my head and like poured it out into a Google document. But my backstory for him is that as a teenager, he actually went through a pretty rough time, and I'll show you his other outfits. He doesn't have as many as Aimee. This is just I used from Home Chef Hustle because, you know, he's doing the home chef thing. But he is bisexual, and coming out was actually a real challenge for him when he was a teenager. He had parents and family members who just were not very accepting, and he even also had some friends who weren't, it's not that they weren't accepting, but they kind of like didn't, you know, they distanced themselves from him. They didn't fully get it. Like, I guess, yeah, they weren't accepting. So he kind of went through a rough time, but he actually turned it around, and he ended up just being so confident, so like out and proud and happy with himself. He decided not to let all of these negative relationships impact him negatively. He decided, no, I am my own person. I'm going to be me. I'm going to be who I am. And if anyone has a problem with that, I don't need them in my life. And because of that, he actually developed like an extreme level of confidence and an extreme level of charm, really. And he kind of charms everyone he meets now. And unfortunately, part of that has actually led him to be a little bit arrogant. So one of his traits, this is a custom trait, is that he is arrogant. And this says these Sims are very confident, but others might find their attitude grating. So he doesn't mean to be arrogant in a bad way, you know, it's just a little bit of overconfidence. He's also a bit of a playboy. He is a seducer. This is another custom trait. He is a foodie. He is charming, so he's polite, likable, and he can build relationships really fast. He's very good at influencing people, and that was kind of why he had a career in marketing at first, because he thought he was really good at it, but he wasn't really passionate about it. He's also outgoing, but his aspiration now is to be a market magnate, so this is the one that came with Home Chef Hustle. And he is business savvy because of that. So I really, really love him very much. You know, he has some flaws, so does Aimee, but I love my flawed Sims. I don't like my Sims to be perfect. Anyway, that is kind of a little bit of background on them. So again, with him, he was in a marketing career, and then he decided to move into more, he wanted to be a chef. So he is kind of at the bottom rung of the chef career. I think he's gotten like 2 promotions. We can hop into the game and I will show you guys. So because he ended up kind of changing career paths, he is now in the culinary career. He's at level 3, so he has been moving pretty fast. He's really, really good at this stuff, and he's still not making like that much money, not compared to what he made before, because the only way he was able to afford this huge apartment was his very quick and successful, you know, how quickly he climbed the ladder in the marketing career that he was in. But again, that didn't make him happy. He got burnt out. So he wants to do what he's passionate about, which is why he needed to have a roommate. So he needed someone to help with that added income, because otherwise he couldn't afford to pay his rent, and he loves his apartment. Aimee ended up, you know, answering the ad. The 2 of them talked, and they actually do have a lot in common as far as their likes and their dislikes. After kind of chatting over email and online, they decided to meet up. Aiden had Aimee over here, and they hung out and talked a little bit just about what, you know, each one was looking for in a roommate. And a lot of what they want from a roommate is, you know, pretty compatible, pretty well aligned. However, when Aimee came over to see the apartment and meet Aiden in person, they both were like immediately attracted to each other, and Aimee actually got a first impression crush, and he actually ended up thinking she was kind of pretentious, and this is the reason why. So in a non-creepy way, but just Aiden being Aiden, he was kind of real flirty with her off the bat. And even though she thought he was cute, his arrogance kind of like put her off, and she was like, who is this guy? What does he think he's doing? And so he kind of got like pretentious vibes from her. So they had sort of an interesting first meeting, but honestly, they were both in a bind and everything else sort of aligned. So they're like, okay, let's do it. Let's be roommates. After Aimee moved her stuff in on the first night, they ended up hanging out together. Some of that annoyance of that first impression wore off. One thing led to another, and the two of them hooked up. That kind of led Aiden to end up being really, really infatuated with Aimee. It actually was really cute. He like makes her waffles and stuff. He made her waffles the next morning, and he's always making food for her. He really seemed to like her, and he wanted to maybe be, have it turn into something more, but Aimee's fresh off of a breakup pretty much, and she felt like she needed to draw a line after they hooked up, so she kind of decided her heart's not open for business anymore. But she's very attracted to Aiden. She has needs. Aiden can help fulfill those needs. His sort of charming playboy, arrogant attitude makes her think like he'll be fine with that. He doesn't want anything. When actually Aiden was kind of like, oh, wow, maybe this could be something. So she doesn't know that Aiden felt that way. He never said that. So she kind of, said, let's be friends with benefits. And he agreed. So this is where it kind of gets into the mod that I'm using. So let me actually show you. So maybe Aimee real quick. If I click on Aiden here, there's actually a menu, Friends with Benefits, and there's a lot of really cool stuff. So this is with Lumpino's no strings attached mod, which I've always had this in my game, but I've never like played with it because I've never done a storyline like this for my Let's Plays or even in my personal save. And there's all kinds of things that you can do in this relationship. So they kind of agree to be in this Friends with Benefits relationship where they can hook up and do romantic things, but when they do it, it actually doesn't give them any romance in the romance bar. So their friendship is pretty much 100%, but they have no romance because of the fact that this mod is active and they have openly agreed to be friends with benefits with each other. When I want to like do some friends with benefits gameplay, if I click here, there's all these little things that they can do. So I could have them asked to become a couple. This recently appeared because they started to catch feels for each other, and I'll kind of go into that in a minute with how that mod works. Even though they're in a friends with benefits relationship, again, that's a non-exclusive relationship, they have both started hooking up with other people as well. This girl, Aubrey, Aiden met her. She actually was our grocery deliverer because I have the simple living on for them so that they have to buy their own groceries. Since Aiden's doing like the cooking career, I wanted it to be realistic. He actually has pretty bad compatibility with her. They're more of just like kind of like hookup partners, but this is Aubrey and Aiden has been seeing her. Aimee has actually like seen them like together at the apartment, which is super awkward, and I think Aiden is kind of doing it on purpose, to be honest, to try to make her jealous. And she has actually, it's funny, she does actually have jealous reactions, but no moodlets come up with like this mod and how it works. And so I think that maybe she's feeling jealous, but she's trying to like suppress it because of the state of their relationship. And so she, after that, ended up trying to like be appropriate for YouTube. So Akira is the local dealer with the base mental mod. So she actually ended up going to him to get just some cannabis. That's all. Her and Aiden both enjoy cannabis. Again, personal, spicy, fun save. Once Aimee met Akira, she was pretty attracted to him, and she was like, you know what, like Aiden's got someone he's hooking up with. I'm gonna hook up with someone else too. These characters are messy. They have definitely been pursuing things. They're not like in a relationship, but they do have romance. They're not friends with benefits or anything like that. I can't go too much into it, but different moodlets she gets, like after spending time with Akira and stuff, she kind of, with some of the mods I have, like she gets some moodlets like, oh, it's not the same. So she's definitely much more into Aiden, but she's like trying to fight those feelings. I'm sorry, I don't want it to just be like that it's all paused this whole time. I mean, yeah, I don't even know, like I have so many different mods. I'm not sure what this even is, but like there's so many cool things that I can like have them do in this game. So I have been just exploring different mods and things that I don't normally do in my own camera saves. And honestly, I haven't normally played with as much just in my own save either. But I can do some of these friends with benefit stuff. So like we can gauge the relationship development ask if seeing others, terminate the relationship. We can plan out our next dates, offer to woohoo. So you can like offer woohoo with this, which is funny. They can make out, they can kiss. Let's see. I guess I'll have them discuss the nature of the relationship and things like that. So we'll let them like talk while I talk. These two though, because they're in a friends with benefits relationship, whenever they're around one another, they're always flirty. Like it's rare that these two are not flirty. And they autonomously talk to each other quite a bit. And what are you all doing? Hold on. They're just autonomously going to woohoo. I'm just gonna let them do that while I talk. Okay, yeah, they're just like doing regular woohoo, it looks like, which is good. So yeah, I didn't tell them to do that. They just do this all the time with regular woohoo and with Wicked Whims. So yeah, that's what they enjoy doing. I did add this. This is the S&B, like, I can't remember. It's like the home care mod. It's the one with the lawnmower and stuff. And then also they'll do like ironing of the laundry. So I don't know. I just enjoy that. Aiden does a lot of the domestic stuff. The last time I played with them, they spent a little holiday together. It was like a family summer day or something that was like in this save file, and so they definitely seem to be catching feels. They went to like this pool area, they hung out all day, they were flirty all day, and had a little bit of public woohoo at the pool, but it was after hours, so no one was there, no one saw. I definitely think that both of them want something more, especially since now they have that option. Let me have them interact so I can see if that moodlet can come back. Of course, when I try to show you guys, it wants to disappear on me. Let's see, I'm just gonna have them hug and I'll see if the moodlet comes back up. Okay, it did. Okay, so yeah, whenever they're around each other, this moodlet comes up. Strange sadness from friends with benefits relationship. Somehow being around this particular friend, rude, okay. Somehow being around this particular friend with benefits brings sadness to Aimee now. Like they got close enough that a part of her dreams of more, knowing it can't be had. And he, I believe, yep, he has the same one from Friends with Benefits. So, I mean, they get all these other like really good flirty moodlets and stuff. But they do have that strange sadness. So they definitely want something more. But they have been focused because right now we have $213. Where did our money go? Oh, we had like 500 and now we're down to 213. I don't know what just happened. Did we pay bills? Okay, I don't know what just happened to my money, but we owe $590 in bills. So they're a little bit stressed about paying the bills. So Aimee actually has a job that she is working on right now. She is designing a video game and she's going to get like 6,000 simoleons for that. So they've been kind of hustling. Now, Aimee did convince him to start selling his food. So every time like they hang out, he's always making like waffles for her or pizza in the pizza oven. And she was like, you know, you really should start selling stuff. And so that's why he started kind of like in that extra space in the apartment. He started selling like waffles and stuff to like the local residents, and now he's gonna probably venture out and do more because with his aspiration, he has to run food sales from 2 different lots and convince customers to buy something 5 times. So he's probably gonna do some more sales and stuff. Actually, while we're here, I'm just gonna have her go ahead and work on her hacking stuff. So let me just have her do that. So yeah, I'm gonna have her continue making this video game. And she'll probably turn on the music. She turns on this record player all the time. I love this record player from the, is it the Modern Luxe kit? Yeah, I think that's the name of it. I cannot remember any of the kits, but I absolutely love it. But usually she turns this on and listens to music, and it's cute because if I can find a screenshot of it, I'll put it. But Aiden comes in a lot and like the two of them will just dance to heavy metal and it's really cute. Mental fog, he is starting to burn out, which bums me out, but it is what it is. They have both been a little bit stressed about paying the rent, so I'm just gonna have them both do things to advance, you know, for him advancing his career, and for Aimee, she's gonna do some stuff to kind of work through this. Let's see, what's she listening to? Ranch. Okay, interesting choice for her. I think the neighbors are being noisy, but we're just gonna ignore that. They don't seem to care. Oh, see, okay. It's the other thing. I have base mental. Aiden is a smoker, and whenever I have him make a drink or make food, he pauses and starts smoking autonomously. So that's Aiden. That's what he does. Her brain is fried from too much programming. Oh, I keep doing that to her. I feel kind of bad, but I really need her to make the money. Oh, this is another reason I need them to make money. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I swear to God, this pizza oven is so dangerous. Aiden is usually fine, but Aimee has tried to use it and like it just messes up all our furniture. So this is why I was worried about money, because these two, this is why their furniture is like toasted, because I think we've started 3 or 4 fires already. So S&B Bank. So I actually have different accounts for them. So for Aimee, she actually has a checking account where she's got 500 simoleons in. And then for Aiden, he has a checking account and he has a savings account. So I thought that was kind of cool. I haven't really played around with this. I know I have this in like my main saves, but I haven't really played with separate accounts before. Because usually like when I have Sims living together, they're usually family members. So it was kind of fun to try that out. They've got like the friends with benefits relationship. They also have a flirty friends relationship. And this is with this relationship bits mod by Maple Bell that I added, so you can actually set different relationship bits with them. So I'll put a link to some of these mods that I'm talking about. This isn't like a mod video by any means, but I wanted to show you guys some of the mods that I've been testing. So under actions, there's this enhanced relationship bit, and you can set enhanced storytelling relationship bits. So you can actually choose, like, so if I was Aimee, I could click on Aiden and choose to set a relationship. Like you can do gaming buddies, childhood sweetheart, study buddies, secret admirer, love-hate relationship, long-distance love, adventure partners, star-crossed lovers. I mean, so much stuff. You can do like jealous rivalry, partners in crime. I think there's like a love-hate relationship, and there's some like cool stuff you can do. I was just testing around with different things, but I gave them flirty friends. Originally, I was thinking they were going to be like a enemies to lovers kind of thing, because that's my favorite, but it didn't really quite meet with them. I didn't tell them to hook up the first night. They did that on their own. So flirty friends and friends with benefits was the route I chose to explore. I thought we were gonna have more of a slow burn, but that's not really what happened with them. Like I kind of had in mind that maybe they would eventually hook up and not, you know, and kind of be in like a hookup relationship, but I didn't think they were gonna immediately become friends with benefits. So they changed my original plan a little bit. Okay, he's feeling pretty confident now. Oh, they're so cute. See, now I just want to like play with them. But again, like this isn't a let's play. I don't want to like, you know, do too much on camera because this is just my current household that I want to kind of show you guys and give you some updates on. So yeah, I'll actually show you, let's see, let's have them do like an intense kiss from this friends with benefits stuff. Okay, she's just like in here jamming to the music, but just to kind of show you, and we're gonna leave it off with that. Again, I know this wasn't like really much gameplay, and it was, oh, okay, yeah, see, they do like a passionate kiss. I know that it was like paused for most of the time, but it was really just mostly me kind of showing you these two and kind of what I have been up to and just kind of like what I've been having fun with in case, you know, you're looking for something, you know, fun and different to play. I've just been enjoying playing this way because again, normally I play like with a lot of family gameplay, and especially for my channel, I play a lot of challenge-based gameplay because for me, that's how I like keep moving things forward. I'm a very, very slow Sims player, like as you can see from like pages of notes I have about these two and their story, and this is just like a save for me personally. So that is kind of, you know, it's a fun way to play. It's a nice, slow, relaxing way to play. I think the next steps for them are going to be one of them kind of, you know, admitting their feelings and kind of talking about establishing, you know, maybe a relationship outside of friends with benefits. I think they need to kind of break ties with the other partners they've been hanging out with first. And maybe they'll decide to be in a non-exclusive romantic relationship. As far as their preferences go, Aimee right now, hers is set with Lumpino's mod to be, she prefers non-exclusive, and Aiden is indifferent. But I think ultimately they'll want to choose to just be committed to each other in the long run. But I'm just kind of enjoying slowly developing their story for myself. I've really fallen in love with them very, very quickly, so I just wanted to share a little bit of them and their story with you. I will definitely keep you updated on them as I progress with them more, and next time I do a video, we'll probably have like a little more gameplay, get out of the apartment, just as I kind of showcase like what else happened, but this was more of like a backstory. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys, you know, enjoyed just a little bit of me sharing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I appreciate each and every single one of you. If you did enjoy this, please just do hit that thumbs up button down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!
Trying to find another way to say this, but I think you were meant to be with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but